all good things, they just have to wither, combust, cease to be, you know? It was only a matter of time. Ah! You know what I have to do, don't you? No loose ends. My work is only beginning.
You're a madman. How could you have done this, caused all of this? And why are you after me? I resigned. I couldn't take any more of it after the fire. You made it look like an accident. You're a harbinger of anarchy.
It has a nice ring to it. You're a bit of an observer. I like that. You've seen too much. And that is why I must end you.
Quickly now. Careful, everyone.
Come on now, enough standing around. Get the gunpowder on board and let's get moving.
Yes, sir.
Alright, shut the van doors. Rusty, get those explosives over to the military checkpoint as soon as possible. The rest of us will stay behind and rip up these rails. It's about time that these hidden fortresses faded with time.
Can't take any risks. Sparks, smoke, embers, all too risky. Duncan's dynamic entrance a few months ago has really taken its toll on me. Diesel engines are much safer for this sort of job.
Aye, I agree, sir. Thank goodness the Fat Controller provided all these diesel engines for the project. We'll soon be rid of all this blasted rubbish.
A good thing, too. I always feel like I'm dragged into some sort of an adventure during the most inappropriate of moments.
We'll be taking charge now, gentlemen. There's nothing to see here, now stand aside.
What? What's going on? Who are you?
I am General Zen, and I have complete jurisdiction over this operation. I will be overseeing the confiscation of these illegal explosives and the unloading of the new shipment.
A new shipment? I thought we were getting rid of the explosive materials.
You must have misinterpreted the agreement. We are confiscating your out-of-date antique firearms and explosives while simultaneously delivering munitions and supplies to our new outpost site.
I never agreed to such a thing. A military base here? This is unacceptable.
This matter is out of your control. Now, if there's anything you should be doing, it should be telling that little rust bucket of a diesel to make haste. We have a schedule to keep up. Filibuster, take me to HQ on the double. Chop chop.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
These are explosives after all, so no one better mess this up. This is our chance to prove that those steam engines can't handle delicate, efficient work. Now, Splatter and Dodge, turn to the fuel at the refinery. The General's jeeps need fresh fuel. Sydney, make sure all the freight cars are in line. And for God's sake, don't get lost. Paxton, Derek, move those vans now. We don't have all day.
Hey, who died and made you Archduke of Misguided Superiority?
I'm so lost right now.
Whoa, well, what? Where am I?
Diesel, with all due respect, I don't think you have any say in this matter at all. We have to listen to the General, and come to think of it, any man among us who is carrying some sort of firearm and insists on shouting at us...
This is a chance to prove ourselves. Sodor is undergoing a new development, and soon, steam engines will be completely obsolete.
Oh, enough of the conspiracy theories, Diesel. Edward told me about those. We should be mindful of what we're doing, not competing.
Oh, and whose side are you on, Derek? Call yourself a Diesel? You're nothing more than a defective, worthless pile of...
Hey, let him decide where his loyalties lie. Stow it, you greasy grizzly.
Oh, that's it!
Here's some cannon equipment and gunpowder fuel to sort out. Look sharp, everyone.
I'll be off with you. We know what we're doing. We have General Zan's orders, and we are following them.
Yes, but he seems to be lacking a bit of common sense in some respects. Be mindful of your protocol.
Get out of here, Rusty. We've all heard that rubbish before.
All right, ladies, enough of dawdling. Move that cargo. Affirmative. Direct orders from the General Zen himself. Let's get moving. The crane needs fresh fuel and weapons need unloading.
Aye, whatever the General needs. We Diesels can certainly handle it. Paxton, you'll fetch the fuel and be quick about it. Norman, Derek, and I will attend to the supplies in this part of the yard.
I see a bright future for you, Private. Now let's roll out, Muddle.
Meet you on the flip side, boss. Sayonara.
Shut up. You better be at the outskirts when I get back.
Yes, sir. Yes, of course.
Disperse and at least look like you're working. This is a masterpiece in the works. I wouldn't appreciate it if you had tarnished my grand design. And we all know what happens when you do.
Waste of time. Why are we here? Standing by when we have orders not to be here? I could be pulling passengers or something.
Calm down, James. It's flattering. The Fat Controller sent us here because we are some of his most trusted engines. Take the bad with the good, will you? Besides, this is a splendid opportunity to rest your wheels after a very, very hard day's work.
But we have a direct order to be as far away from here as possible.
Yes, but it's a direct order from a military twit who doesn't know how to run a railway. We know how to do things around here. We should respect authority, but we should also be able to think for ourselves. When we forget that balance, that's when disaster tends to strike.
Yes, indeed. Well said, Edward.
This operation is kind of exciting. I like watching all the hustle and bustle. I'm content with just standing by.
That's the spirit, Arthur. Just be patient and...
My word, what's all this? Steam engines need to be granted special permission to be on the premises. You ought to be shunted away immediately.
We have special permission. Permission by the Fat Controller.
I am the General, and I order all of you to leave now. You have no choice in this matter. Those are my orders, and you must follow them without question. Mayhem, Muddle, Filibuster, stand at attention right now.
Sir, yes, sir!
Who are they?
These are authorized military vehicles, and they, much like myself, demand your respect. Their duty is to take personnel around the checkpoint and help my officers deliver my orders.
Why do authorized military vehicles have names associated with political uprisings?
Oh, think you're funny, do you? Muddle, escort these mutineers out of sight and away from this operation. Mayhem, make sure other Mavericks like these don't get through our checkpoint. And Filibuster, continue to escort me to the loading area. We have some fuel and munitions to sort out, and quickly.
Sir, yes, sir!
And if you clumsy, spark-shooting artifacts come anywhere near the site and blow the operation sky high, I'll see to it that you're scrapped or ruthlessly dismantled. Now obey orders. Let's move.
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the shed.
James, he's probably woken up on the wrong side of the shed every day of his waking life.
Well, fellows, it seems we have an issue to sort out. Do we
That
listen
is
to
false! You make no such decisions! You are simple peons with no rank, therefore subject to our commands. Since you are all hazardous, you're of no use to us. Now disperse.
Muddle, you are in fact very muddled, and yet another mindless drone in this hapless operation.
I'll say, munitions and fuel in the same place just doesn't sync right with me.
Wait, what?
And that's what the general said. They're preparing fuel and munitions at the same time.
Oh no, this is a disaster. I have to stop them.
Arthur, it's too dangerous. We'll make a plan. There must be another way.
I say we go. This is a risk we can't afford to take.
Wait, come back here! This is a direct violation of orders. The general will see to it that you are scrapped.
Well, I guess you can't stop him. Steam engines aren't allowed in there unless some sort of danger reveals itself.
Let's hope he'll be all right.
Well, this is out of the blue. What a lovely development.
What the? Get out of here, you steam cattle!
Arthur, what are you doing here?
Disobeying orders, an act of defiance, obviously. I'll see to it that you're scrapped for your ignorance.
Your ignorance is what will cost us. Stop this now. We can't afford to have all this fuel and munitions in the same place.
I'm in charge here. Move that fuel now!
At last, the first few embers fall into place. Fire.
Oops. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, look what you did! You dummy!
Good heavens!
Oh dear. Oh dear. What have I done?
Everyone, back up!
No, I'm in charge. Stay where you are!
We're done with your orders. They caused this mess. We have to clear the area. Everyone, get out of here while you still can. Paxton, go warn Edward, James, and Boko.
Can't argue with that, I suppose.
Absolutely.
I'm on my way.
This is a mutiny! I'm in charge! Only my directions are valid!
Reporting for duty, sir!
Wait here so we can control the flames and salvage what you can!
The fire's spreading. There must be some way we can stop it.
Hello there, chaps. Fear not, it is I, Harold the helicopter making the rounds. And I see we have a crisis to tend to. The fire brigade is on its way. Everyone please get to safety.
Get Filibuster away from the flames, General. He's too close to those crates. They're about to... Ah!
Righteous.
We must hurry.
Oh my grease and oil, I'm starting to feel hot.
Of course you do. That's because the city's on fire.
Well, this is rather undesirable. I've overheated. Please, someone, pull me out of here.
Leave him. Every diesel for himself.
Oh, please, you can't. The fire's getting closer.
The fuel. It's going to go off unless I move it.
Muddle here, reporting for duty, sir.
All personnel, make preparations for the fire brigade. Control the flames before all our munitions go up. Muddle, make haste. Make sure the men sound the alarm.
Sir, yes, sir! Blast it!
Keep your heads, everyone. We must protect our resources at all costs.
Fire! Fire! Get out of here before we all get blown to bits.
What about Arthur? Is he okay?
He's fine. The accident was my fault. General Zen told me to move the fuel tanker and...
It was the General's poor judgment, not your own doing. Let's hurry. I suppose there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Look, there's Arthur.
The flames are getting closer and closer. I'm worried that the refinery is going to go next. I'm taking this fuel far away from here.
Very good, Arthur. You're a very brave tank engine. Were there any stragglers?
It's chaos in there. Filibuster got caught in one of the explosions, and Lord knows if all the diesels are all right.
Hey, you lot, get out of here now! No time for talk. This is a time of emergency. I've just spoken to the 2 diesels that escaped this catastrophe, and it's imperative that you get out of here.
I agree with that. Come, everyone.
Wait a minute. Did you say 2 diesels?
Yes. Why?
Because there were 4, and Paxton was here, so that means...
There's a straggler. I must rescue him. It's probably Derek. Something must have happened to him.
Boko, it's too risky. You may not get back out alive.
I have no choice. I'd rather be blown to smithereens than stand by as my friend is burning to a crisp. I'm going in.
Oh, then I'm going with you. James, take care of Arthur, will you?
You got it.
Your acts of defiance will be the death of you. I must go to the refinery. We have supplies to salvage before the flames take everything with them.
Looks like it's just you and me now, James. Let's make our way to the outside and get this fuel away from the flames. I just hope Edward and Boko can find Derek.
Out of breath? Get a hold of yourself. You can breathe when you're dead.
They'll never extinguish this fire. It looks like it could take down the whole island with it. There is no hope now.
We shouldn't have left Derek and his crew behind. He's helpless. There's nothing they can do to save him.
Oh, shut up, Norman! See the entrance? It's already on the verge of collapse. The flames have already got at it. If we had stopped to help, we would all have been trapped. If it wasn't for me, you would have been incinerated. I saved you. Don't forget that.
Wait, there's an engine and crew still inside.
Yeah, but there's nothing we can do, and the line's blocked. Just stand there and watch, old man. Let the fire run its course. We cannot stop it.
Not when there are lives on the line. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going in. If we stay within the alleyways, we might be able to reach them.
Don't be a fool!
Sometimes, it takes a fool to do something genuinely heroic. Are you with me, Darren?
Of course, sir. Let's help those men.
All right, you two. We must salvage as much as we can. Take these cars, quickly.
It's gonna blow! Hit the deck! I'm so out of here!
Obey orders, or else...
This fire's unbearable. What smog. This is worse than Pittsburgh.
We've come to rescue you. How are you holding up?
Not the finest thing for the lungs to be standing around here, that's for sure. There's fire everywhere, and we can't make heads or tails on a safe place to go.
I know this area well. I work here, actually. If we can get close to the control tower, Harold the helicopter may be able to spot us and get us out of here.
That means we'll have to go to the epicenter of this travesty.
It's a risk we'll have to take. Come with us.
Wait. I need a moment. So long, old boy. I'm sorry. I don't want to leave you here like this.
I'll be fine. I'm a survivor, you'll see. Go and save yourself, driver.
Goodbye, old friend.
Run!
Sir, we can't hold out much longer. The fire is out of control. Salvage is impossible. You must order a full evacuation.
No, we cannot. We cannot let it stop us. We must press on. Ah!
Medic! Medic!
No, there, chaps. Duty calls. Climb aboard. Let's get you out of here.
Dear Lord. The General. Is he all right?
Civilians, get out of here! This is too dangerous!
Tend to your post, soldier. We'll take the General to safety. We're trying to find a suitable place for a helicopter evacuation.
That would be Captain, but in this case, it doesn't matter. I suppose this is a lost cause. We need to get out of here and help whoever we can.
Leave that fuel behind, Arthur. Shunt it into that siding. The fire is getting closer to us now. We'll cover more ground without it.
All right, James. Let me wait for my driver to switch the points.
Disgusting. All this panic and sheer terror is spoiling my paintwork. I'll need a fresh coat soon if all this excitement keeps up.
You never cease to amaze me, James. Now forward. Let's get rid of this.
Great, but...
Oh no, my flatbed is alight. Oh dear.
Get out of there,
help,
quick!
Help!
Arthur!
I see everything is going splendidly.
Stow it. Get us out of here before anyone spots us. Oh, shut up, you stupid animal.
Hold on. Aren't you forgetting something, sir?
Ah, yes. A little parting gift. Godspeed, General Zen.
What the? Who's that?
We don't have time! We have to keep moving!
No loose ends.
Slow and steady. We'll find him.
This is a disaster. I hope it's still in one piece. Derek!
Boko, Edward, is that you? Thank heavens you've come to rescue me. I thought I was going to burn to melt.
Well, there is a slight complication.
We're trapped.
Buffer up to Derek. If I can get a decent amount of momentum, I can act as a battering ram.
Through that barrier? No, you may...
I know, but I must...
Let it be me. I'm old. Let me make that sacrifice.
It can only be me, Edward. Get out of here and live to fight another day.
Boko, no!
We're getting close. The narrow gauge line passes over here. I just hope we don't have any more surprises along the way.
We need to get out of here soon. There must be some way to cross.
I'll say. Quite the deadly end for all unless one of us happens to be delightfully clever.
Dear Lord, must I do everything myself? Now let's cross. To the control tower. Hurry!
Wow. Nice shot.
This is nuts! It's like I'm in a movie or something!
Help us! Help!
Assistance would be much appreciated.
Help! Please land and take us away from this awful inferno.
God, where am I?
You were in a state of shock, sir, but don't worry, we'll have your wounds tended to. What you need now is rest. You should be very grateful. The thin controller saved your hide.
Climb aboard. We're safe at last.
I suppose we forgot to formally introduce ourselves.
You know who I am. It's you that could use a formal introduction.
So, did he survive?
He busted through the walls for us, and we still had to smash our way through, but I'm not sure. He was buried beneath all the rubble.
A brave Diesel and a good friend. He'll always be remembered for that.
Indeed. A hero, above all things.
Good news, everyone. Boko is a tad singed, I must say, but he's going to be fine. His crew is alive and well. Thankfully, the rubble shielded them from most of the flames, and we put the fire out just in time.
Good news at last. But what about Arthur, James, and Paxton?
A little red tank engine was near a nasty fuel explosion, but he's fine. Melted his buffers a bit, but he's smiling about it. They're all safe. We just found a little blue Diesel as well, who hadn't the slightest idea of where he was.
That's Sydney. Is he all right?
Once again, he'll need some mending, but he's all right. Kind of admire him, really. This tragedy literally had no effect on him at all.
Do you even know who I am? I am Mr. Walter Sliggs, the most handsome and overly talented oil tycoon on the premises.
I can see the concern of your investment is equally proportionate to the amount of lives compromised today.
My investment is what brought that refinery here in the first place, right where that military psychopath burned everything to the ground. Can't tell you how many hippies I had to get rid of just so I could build it over that wildlife sanctuary.
No, actually, I won't. And this is a matter you can take with the Ministry of Defense. There's nothing left for me here, that's for
I
sure.
couldn't care less about that. Millions! I'm talking millions here. You will regret this. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to go have a narwhal fillet steak.
Dare I ask for a body count?
It's not pleasant to hear. It hasn't been calculated yet. You certainly have a lot of metal for going back. That tank engine, Arthur, had broken into the loading area against regulations to stop Zen from causing this blasted catastrophe.
Bless his smokebox, but what about the men? Civilians?
We'll tend to them the best we can, and extinguish what's left of the flames. This city, it's all just kindling now.
I'm at your disposal, sir, if you need an eye from the sky.
Thank you, Harold. You've been simply marvelous. We owe everything to you. You look upset, however.
Oh, when you've lived a life dedicated to rescue, I still get a bit choked up by all the casualties.
Bless you, Harold. You did everything you could. Go inspect the skies and see if you can find anyone else who's in need of assistance.
Thank you, sir.
Now, General, it appears you're being stripped of your rank and effectively discharged for your fine performance this evening.
If I was the man I was yesterday, I would lash out at your insolence, but you've saved my life, and many others, simply through...
Common sense. It does wonders. Fire is dangerous, my friend, and if you blindly follow orders and don't use reason, it will consume you. As you can see, it destroys everything in its path. It cannot be undone. It's the reason many lives were lost today. I hope you realize that...
So, I suppose the reason I'd asked you here today was so I could kill you.
I understand that, yes.
No loose ends. I've had a nosy controller meddling with my affairs for far too long. The last thing I need is a military twit with a moral compass.
Strange. You spoke so highly of my decision, in the letter, I mean, that I'd left the service and you admired that. Of course, this wasn't the lunch exchange of war stories I was expecting.
I do admire you. You're not fazed by much. Headstrong, composed, fearless. It's a pity such admirable people must exist in an exponentially less than admirable world.
You want to change the world?
Fire has a remarkable tendency of doing that. The existing order can no longer survive, and I will see to it that it burns to the very last ember.
Who are you?
Sir Frederick Aura.
You were knighted? I highly doubt that.
I'm a very complicated person, and some things must remain history. keeping you alive compromises my vision. Although General Zen was thoroughly irresponsible, he was not the cause of that fire. The fact that you saw me at the complex only secured your demise. I'm what they call a grim messenger of doom.
If he wasn't so badly wounded, the general probably would have been imprisoned. Sure, he was reckless, but you framed him, not to mention all the lives that were lost in this dreadful scheme.
Ah, yes. And those blasted enterprising engines, industrious, spineless, worthless artifacts.
What do they have to do with this? Their railway. You discount all of their bravery and selflessness. You started the fire that tested the spirit of those engines, and they all stood tall and looked out for one another. You may have won the battle, but you haven't won the war.
I didn't expect to. I had only just waged it. If anything, it's the first clash of blades. I've only been sparring, seeing what my adversary is capable of, and once I get my eyes on a golden opportunity, I'll seize it. The end is only beginning, Captain. Soda will never be the same. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
He's stabilized. A few broken birds, some minor burns, but he'll be fine. Nothing we can't handle. He's still in a bit of shock, but I think... Oh, he's waking up! Hello there. Apparently you have a visitor.